So, what is even going on over in Infinity Ward? Seriously, like, is everyone, like, that doped up on, like, every drug imaginable? Like, is there so much, like, miscommunication between everyone there that they have no idea what's going on in their own game? I mean, it's clear by now that it was launched not done. Even with the day one patch, the game was not complete. It just wasn't. And for starters, the game launched without leaderboards, custom emblems, and even the emblems it came with were crappy as it is. And in fact, it was supposed to come at launch, and I mean, technically, yes, it did, but that was if you wanted to do private matches only, and let's face it, how many people really want to always do private matches? And then it took a month for them to do some changes to the game that either should have been done with the day one update or shouldn't have been done at all. And the changes are kind of stupid. Well, one of them is at least. And the first one is they added infected into the public lobbies, which that's good. But the other thing is they changed the camos. They did the same thing they did in Black Ops 3. And what they did was the entire gun originally was covered with the camo. Like every bit of the gun was that color. And it looks cool that way, especially like psychedelic or the pink camos. But no, they changed it again, and now only certain parts of the gun are covered with the camo. You know, like some of the grips aren't covered or whatever, but they changed it. And they did it a little bit better than they did in Black Ops 3, I guess, because they added like some texturing details and wear and tear. But still, this is something that should have been done within the first week of the launch, if that. And infected. I mean, it was good enough in the sense to say at least we had it. And I mean, had it. Because all of a sudden, guess what you can no longer play in public matches? Infected. Out of nowhere, they just completely removed it. And I think it's because the game mode that we were able to play was a beta of the actual finished game mode that I am still waiting to come out yet. Because, I mean, look at it. You had one shotgun and one pistol. And there were no different weapon classes for each different match. Like before, if you played a match 1 minute, you could be using a shotgun and a pistol. Next match, you could be using a sniper rifle and a shotgun. And there were like different weapon combinations for the matches. It wasn't just one weapon loadout. And even looking back in Modern Warfare 3, when the game first added into public matches, you still had different weapons for different matches. And that was even a better game mode than what it was now. But sadly, we are not done yet on this little rant about this amazing game. Because now, they have added COD points. And you can't even buy COD points in the game. Because even their store in the game is that broken that all that's in the store right now, I think, is just the season pass, if I remember correctly. But you can't buy COD points in the store. So if you go over to open a rare supply drop and you hit purchase COD points, one, it's going to take forever to load. And two, once it loads, you're not able to buy any. Because if you want to actually buy them, you have to go and load up Black Ops 3 and purchase them in there and make sure that they transfer over into your Infinite Warfare. Because their store is as bad as their game. You know, I hope that they stick to their guns and keep it cosmetic only, which I know we were hoping for that with Black Ops 3, and that sure as hell didn't happen. But hopefully they have bigger balls than Treyarch and don't let Activision tell them, which, anyhow, we know that won't happen. But if they do add guns and variants to the supply drop, and I know they already have Quartermaster variants, and I know people aren't too happy about that. Just, I hope they don't make them too overpowered than what they should be. But this game, it's almost a month old. Well, no, it's not almost a month old. It's a few weeks old, and this game is not completed. This game isn't done. And I know it took them a while for Black Ops 3 to come out with stuff like music tracks, but that doesn't affect the actual game. The problem with Infinite Warfare is they're making all these changes to the actual game itself. they're adding and removing game modes, and if you want to buy supply drops instead of actually playing the game, you can't do that either. And this game is broken, and I just hope they get it under control. And it just doesn't seem like Infinity Ward is that good at making games anymore. And yes, I know it's not the same people that made Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 and part of Modern Warfare 3, but still, it just doesn't seem like they have their act together anymore. But nevertheless, I feel like if we give them a few years, they will start making better Call of Duty. And, not their next game, assuming it makes it this far, but maybe the game after that, they will maybe have better games put out. Alright, I guess that's it for this little micro rant. Wow, it's been a while already. I guess I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, leave that like. If you don't like it, sorry about that, but if you do, leave a like, subscribe, and peace.